Greetings everybody, this is Shadowstar here on Marksman72 for my PlayStation ID, and welcome back to another video of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And in today's video I take on fellow YouTuber and friend of mine known as Parth, and it's going to be again me using my adamancipator deck, and I have no idea what my opponent is going to be using, but I do look forward to going up against it. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you do like what you see, feel free to hit the thumbs up icon down below, along with leaving a comment. I always look forward to hearing what everybody thinks of the current video. And if you want to be notified for future content, feel free to hit the subscribe button down below, along with the bell, so you can receive notifications for when new videos have been released onto the channel. Ooh, he's not using his Blue Eyes deck. Interesting. Is he using Arcana Knights? Nice. I have never gone against an Arcana Knights deck before, ever. Excuse me. And of course, if you want to check out my opponent's YouTube channel, I will leave his channel link in the video description as well down below. Also, if you do hear me hesitating or stuttering with any of my sentences, excuse me, being an autistic individual, talking is not one of my strongest points, but I do try anyway. Okay then. I think I've only got... yeah, I've only got one move. And that... actually, I got a couple here, yeah. I'm going to bring out IP Masquerena, then bring back my blue shiny crystal egg. And then use my blue crystal egg, or crystal dragite's other effect. Yeah, you're not doing that. Sorry. As much as I want to special summon, yeah, drawing cards isn't going to be a no-go. Yep, target Crystal Dragite, and then once he revives the field... ooh, skill drain. Looks like I can't use Crystal Dragite's other effect. But I can still stack the deck with, thanks to my Adamancipator Science's other effect. If it was an Adamancipator card that was revived from the graveyard via this card, then I can stack the deck with any rock monster that I choose. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Nightmare Unicorn. Yeah, unfortunately, even though I won't be able to use Nightmare Unicorn's effect, I can still take out Queen's Knight. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have enough of the right attributes to bust out Block Dragon. Okay, so in my turn, and I'll wait until next turn to see what my opponent can do. Like I said, I've never gone against the Arcana Knights. Let's see if he can actually do stuff. IP Masquerena, effect immunity. Well, let's... no, I'm gonna let this one go through. I'm gonna save my ash for another card. Or effect, a card effect. Okay then. Oh, so he gets to draw. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna play it safe. I'm not gonna let him bring out anything. Imperial Bowler. Okay, so that's the end phase. Okay, time for me to draw, and let's see what I get. Prank Kid Roxy's. Yeah, let's hope I can pull off my link plays. So I'll just start my Prank Kid combo with my adamancipator deck. Here we go, Link 1, and here we go, Prank Kid's Meow Meow. Trigger Roxy's effect in the graveyard, and hopefully it can go through. Let me go through. Oh, at least I baited out the Ash, but oh, crud. Let's double check everything in the graveyard. Let's do some damage before I go into the next moves. Okay, going into the main phase 2. Gonna bust out Access Code Talker because that skill drain's just getting in my way. And for all those thinking, oh wait, but you won't be able to use Access Code's effect. I will be if I banish himself, because normally he banishes multiple attributes from the graveyard to activate his destruction effect. But if he uses himself, then yes, he can use his effect even when skill drain is on the field. But if he goes for his normal graveyard banishment effect, then it's a no-go. But now, thankfully, I've got just enough of the right attributes so I can bring out Block the Dragon. And with that, I shall end my turn. Yeah, so Access Code's effect will only work if skill drain is on the field if he banishes himself. And if he tries to do it the normal way when skill drain is on the field, then no go. And that's the same again for his attack boost effect if a link monster was used as one of its materials. So Queen's Knight, King's Knight, and Jack's Knight. It's just too bad he doesn't have Slide for the Sky Dragon in his hand. He's Link Summon. Ooh, the Link 3. Arcane the Extra Joker. Nice. Like I said, I've never gone against the Arcana Knight, so I have absolutely zero clue about Extra Joker's effect. Well, it's too bad for my Block Dragon, but unfortunately now Block Dragon's effect now activates. Yeah, and in the TCG format, which is the actual physical cards, Block Dragon is banned, so I'm not allowed to use him. And just for good measure, I think I'll add all 3 of my Adamancipator tuners to my hand. Okay then, so what's he gonna do? Ooh, recycle power for the spells and traps. Interesting. Ooh, Druid Kawakimiro Guardian. I don't want to bring him out just yet. I'm going to use Analyze's effect, and for all those who are unaware about the Tuner's effect, so Analyzer is a similar effect to Cyber Dragon. So if my opponent is the only one who controls a monster, I can special summon Adamancipator Analyzer. For Researcher, if I control any other rock monster, then I can just special summon her out. And for Adamancipator Seeker, if I control another adamancipator monster except for another copy of itself, I'm able to special summon him as well. Oh, look at that. Busted out another Guardian. Okay, so I'll rearrange everything. Not sure if anything will happen if I special summon a monster next to Extra Joker's Link. Or to the zone it points to. But you know what? Better safe than sorry, I'm gonna bust out my big boy. Adamancipator Risen Dragite. And just as long as I have another water in the graveyard, his spell and trap Omni Negate is in effect. And his normal effect is excavate the top 5 cards in my deck, and then I can return cards to my opponent's hand equal to the number of excavated rock monsters. Oh, I whiffed. I got nothing. So, thankfully, I got one more trick I can pull. And that shall be Adamancipator Seeker. See if I get any better luck with Seeker. So, already, Quackimero Supplier and Doki Doki. Yay! Doki Doki. You know what, I'm gonna risk it for a chocolate biscuit. Rearrange the cards on the bottom of my deck. And of course, Quackimero Supplier, if he's special summoned, then I can add one Iron Core Quackimero or one card that lists Iron Core of Quackimero in his text from my deck to my hand. Alright, I'm gonna synchro summon now for Adamancipator Crystal Raptite. And Adamancipator Crystal Raptite has a similar effect to the Adamancipator Tuners, but there is no level limitation. So any with the exception of Block Dragon, then he can special summon any excavated rock monster. But he ain't staying out, because I'm gonna be going old school with this, and I'm gonna bring out my favorite card of all time from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Here he comes, Stardust Dragon. And it's time to end this duel. Risen Dragite is going to attack Extra Joker, and then Stardust Dragon is going to attack my opponent directly. GG on round 1. So here we go with round 2, and I chose to go second. So my opponent is going first. So let's see if we can do stuff. And again, I'm gonna make sure that I do not go into a OTK, because I actually want to keep this duel going and see what's the word I'm looking for. Sorry, I've got a bit tongue-tied right now. I actually want to try and face this deck at full strength and try and face his boss monster, but I'm gonna try and up the challenge as well, so he can. So basically, to see if he can try and play around my boss monsters as well. So Imperial Bowler. Sorry. Arcana Extra Joker again, and why didn't you just link summon it next to him in the other extra monster zone next? So it would have been pointing at Imperial Bowler. Wouldn't help him out a little bit? I don't know, because I've never played the Arcana Knights before. But let us see if the will of the warrior lies within the spirits of these knights. Okay then, so first things first, I'm going to bring out my Crystal Dragite. And if anybody caught the extra deck in round 1 and you saw the Red Lion Adamancipator, his effect is, same again, excavate the top 5 cards in my deck, but I add one excavated adamancipator card from those 5 cards, and if I don't draw any, then I just reorder them back to the bottom of my deck. Of course, link summon into Salomon Great Almirage, and this is basically Salomon Great Almirage is being included into the extra deck is for consistency, for if I draw parallel Exceed. So I link summon into Almirage, then Exceed's effect activates from my hand. Then Exceed's other effect triggers, special summon another copy of itself. And also, Adamancipator Rift Crystal Raptide's other effect is that if I have another wind monster in my graveyard, during my opponent's turn, I can target one card in their graveyard and banish it. Very handy, just as long as I got another wind in the graveyard. Okay, phew. Kawaki Mirror Guardian. Rearrange the cards on the bottom of my deck. And the other effect of Adamancipator Risen Leonite, the red Adamancipator, is that if I have a fire in the graveyard, or fire attribute monster in the graveyard, then I can revive a monster during my opponent, revive a rock monster during my opponent's turn. So the blue one, if I have a water in the graveyard, spell and trap Omni Negate. The green Adamancipator, wind in the graveyard, banishing a card from my opponent's graveyard during their turn. And the red lion Adamancipator, during my opponent's turn, if I have a fire in the graveyard, I can revive any rock monster of my choice. And of course, since Crystal Dragite was special summoned via the effect of an Adamancipator card, like you just saw, I am allowed to draw another card. So here we go. Adamancipator Risen Leonite's effect. Let's see if I draw into another Adamancipator card. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I have, with the 4th card, Adamancipator Risen. Oh no, Adamancipator Science. Oh, my big brain go boom. Trying to think of combos. Oi, oi, oi. Alright, now I'm gonna Exceed summon using Exceed and Crystal Dragite. Going into Gallant Granite. Again, Gallant Granite, good for, again, consistency and adding me a rock monster if I need to. I would normally play Abyss Dweller as well, but again, I'm trying to experiment with different combos at the moment. And if anybody is unaware of what exactly Abyss Dweller does, it's basically quick if all the attributes that were used for its Exceed summon that were water, it gains an extra 500 attack for each Exceed material. I believe, if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me down in the comment section below. And a quick effect, you can detach a material and negate all effects in my opponent's graveyard during that turn. He activates his effect. So if I activate it during my turn, then my opponent is not allowed to activate effects in the graveyard during my turn, and vice versa. If I activate it during his turn, then he can't activate it during his turn. Or their turn. You know what I mean. Oh, so another Guardian. Nice. Oh, I drew into Roxy's as well. Nice. Okay then, so I'm going to be going into my link plays once again. But before I do that, thank you, Leonite. If need be, I shall revive you. But right now, I fear my field will be maxed out. But for now, it's time for another Link Shokan. And yes, I do watch the anime. So we go. Link 1, Prank Kids Meow Meow. Trigger Roxy's effect in the graveyard. So I banish a card, then I get to draw. No, I'm not chaining any effects to it. So I'm going to banish a card from my hand. It's going to be Analyzer. Then I get to draw a card, and then I get to special summon another Prank Kids from my hand or deck in defense position. So here we go with Dropsies. Gonna Link summon again into a Link 2. So I'm gonna go into Prank Kids Dodo Doodle Doo. Try saying that 10 times fast. You get tongue twisted in a second. And now Dropsy's effect will activate in the graveyard. Since she was used for the summon of since she was used as material for a Link summon of a Prank Kids Link monster, and it also applies if you fusion summon as well for a Prank Kids fusion monster, then I gain 1,000 life points, and then I get to special summon another Prank Kids monster. Like I said, I could actually win the duel right now, but I do not want to be that duelist who just goes OTK win right now. I actually want to see what my opponent can actually do. See if they can actually pull off any major combos. Ooh, Arcane Knight Joker. No, I'm going to keep Guardian for later on. Queen's Knight. King's Knight in the hand. No, I'm going to end the turn because I want to see what they can do. Ooh. Joker's Wild. No, I'm not going to cancel that. Like I said, I want to see what they can do. Oh, he's fusion summoning. Arcane Knight Joker. I wonder if they're going to release any more Arcane extra deck monsters and or support for it. Because if they do, I would actually like to give the Arcane Knights an actual build. And try in both the TCG format and here. Okay, main phase 2. I'm going to special summon. Yeah, I'm going to go into IP Masquerena because 38. If one of my big boys, well, aka Drag goes bye bye to the graveyard, I need something in reserve. I'm still amazed at the recycling effects of each of the spells and traps of the Arcane Knights. But anyway, if my Dragite does go bye-bye to the graveyard, I can simply send it back to the extra deck, courtesy of its crystal form, or its shiny rock egg form, as I like to call it. Yeah, the nickname form I given my adamancipator deck is my shiny rock deck, because it's mostly based around shiny rocks. Okay then, so my opponent's turn. Let's see what they can do. You know what? Better safe than sorry. I ain't gonna go into a Link summon. and bust out access code talker. Also, if anybody's wondering about the ruling, link monsters that are used as the material for the link summon of a link monster, the link rate, it all depends on the link rating. Feel free to correct me if I'm getting this wrong down in the comment section. So link monsters that are link rating 1, 2, and 3 can actually count as their actual link rating. So as you saw there, I can treat Prankid's Dodo Doodle Doo as link 2 and or the IP Masquerena as the link 2. And if I was using a link 3, etc. And of course link 1. Links 4 and higher unfortunately can only count as 1. So you need other monsters on the field in order to link summon anything going into a link 4. And again, if I'm getting this wrong, feel free to correct me down in the comment section below. Another adamancipator researcher. You know what? I ain't gonna go for the pop effect and destroy his back row. So there we go. Bye bye, Prankid's Dodo Doodle Doo. Bye bye, Arcana Knight Joker. And again, if you want to keep the destruction effect of access code token going, you have to make sure that you've got different attributes in the graveyards, because you can't go banish a dark monster and then banish another dark monster. It has to be one of each. So if you got fire, water, light, earth. Yeah, so fire, earth, water, wind, dark, and light, then you're all good. But if you got like just one attribute in the graveyard, then that's all you can do. As an example. And again, I do want to apologize if I hesitate or stutter with any of my sentences. Being an autistic individual, talking is not one of my strongest points, but I do try anyway. Also, if I do stay silent during certain sections of gameplay during here, it's because I'm trying to focus that and take down my opponent. But like here, I want to see what my opponent can what strategies my opponent can actually pull off. And of course, if you do hear me staying silent during certain cutscenes during different games, it's because I actually want to give everybody a chance to hear what is going on during said cutscene. So here we go again with that spell card. No, I'm going to keep the Ash Blossom in hand. Because like I said, I actually want to see if my opponent can actually pull anything off. However, I can only use access code Talker's destruction effect one more time, and that's by banishing himself. But I am not going to be going into that. Activating Rota. No, I'm not going to do that. Because like I said, I want to see what my opponent can actually do. Fire Flint Lady. So, okay then. So you do not wish to pull anything else off. So Jack's Knight's gone back into the deck and you get back the spell card. Arcana Extra Joker's gone back to the extra deck and you've gone back the trap card. Oh, wonderful! Now it is my turn. Another Parallel Exceed. It's only 50% good now because the other two are in my graveyard. So now I'm gonna trigger an effect in the graveyard, and it's gonna be Crystal Dragon's effect. So I target a water attribute synchro monster and return it to the extra deck, and then return the Crystal Dragite to my normal deck. Yeah, my big brain going boom right now because I really don't. I try to do some math in my head. I'm just wondering how many life points my opponent would be on if I attack this King's Knight right now. Quite surprised he didn't put it in defense. Meh. Anyway, let's see what my opponent can pull off. Alright, Parth, let's see what you got. Link. Nightmare Phoenix. Yeah, it's just too bad I wasn't running. I didn't have a back row down. But why would you link summon it next to my access code Talker's link? Bit of a strange move. Oh yeah, King's Knight effect has been... Do I or don't I? That is the question. What? No, I'm not going to. King, Queen, Jack, Knight. Here we go into his Link 3 once again. Arcana Extra Joker. Ooh, he summoned more than 5 times. No, I don't want to blow up the field because it would also blow up my field. Yeah, a little bit of trivia. I have actually made that mistake only once before, and that's during the TCG format. I was actually playing someone, a Phantom Knight, someone who was using a Phantom Knights deck, and I was running Assault Mold. We were into game 3. It was very back and forth. And he passed the 5 summon limit mark. And I thought, oh, do I or don't I? I triggered Nibiru thinking it would only blow up his field, and all my field went kaput as well. It gave him a very OP token, and he just came around and just went, game over. Oh, can't believe that happened. So he has Arcana, Extra Joker, and Nightmare Phoenix. Okay, so my turn. Adamancipator Crystal, Dragite. Oh yeah, the effect that I can trigger in the graveyard, it's Plague Spreader. And if anybody who doesn't know what Plague Spreader's effect does, it's basically I put a card back on the top of my deck, I can revive Plague Spreader from my graveyard. However, when Plague Spreader leaves the field, then he gets banished. Okay then. Oh. Let's collect my neck. See if my opponent's gonna respond. Oh, he's got a net. He ashed. Nice. But it's time for me to link summon, and I'm gonna go into my link. Oh, no, not link. Synchro summon into my level 6 Adamancipator Crystal Raptide. Yeah, I'm gonna trigger my Raptide's effect. I was just thinking, do I use my Adamancipator Signs, or do I go for my Raptide? So I'm just going to gamble with my Raptide. And it's a Quackimero Guardian. 2 Quackimero Guardians. Yeah, Raptide's effect, you can special summon any excavated rock monster, but they special summon to the field in defense position. Alright then, so now I'll trigger Adamancipator Signs. It's basically Monster Reborn for rock monsters. Gonna trigger Seeker. Oh, Target Seeker. I don't trigger Seeker. I don't know what the hell I was thinking then. Stack the deck with Doki Doki, and now I will now trigger Seeker's effect. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna target Doki Doki. I think I've gone through all three of my Kawaii Mirror Guardians, so I don't think I'll be able to add any of them to my hand. Or add anything to my hand. Yep, time to go one more time. As the old GX saying, I believe, time to go into my deck's headliner one more time. The Adamancipator Risen Dragite. Even though he did say Elemental Hero, Flame Wingman. I figured why not go? You know what I mean. I'm just thinking now. Go into battle phase. Of course not into extra Joker. What? His Phoenix was... Co-linked monsters you control cannot... I honestly did not know about that effect. I only knew about its discard a card, pop back row card your opponent controls effect. I honestly did not know that. Learn something new every day. And of course, I'm gonna go into Nightmare Phoenix. Oh, 100 life points. Now is the big question. What can my opponent do? Because if he can't do anything in his next turn, I think I'm gonna be winning this duel. Thank you, Access Code Talker. I'm now gonna destroy his back row. Another Joker's Wild. And now I'm going to trigger Raptite's effect. Not Raptite, Dragite's effect. I excavate the top 5 cards of my deck, and then I return cards to my opponent's hand equal to the number of excavated rock monsters. So I excavated 2, so Nightmare Phoenix and Queen's Knight, you go back to the extra deck end of the hand. Into the end phase. Let's see what my opponent can do. This has been one hell of a duel. Really enjoyed it. Really need to click my neck right now. I do not like that trap card, so it is not coming back. Sorry. I do not want to face your fusion monster again. And again, I was able to negate the effect of his trap card is because I have a water attribute monster in my graveyard. Well, that being Prankit Dropsies. I did have 2. Yeah, I actually have 2 in the graveyard, but I'm using Prankit's Dropsies as an example. Imperial Bowler once again. Yeah, and now I'm going to trigger Raptite's effect. And now I can target 1 card in my opponent's graveyard and now banish it. It can be anything, so monster, spell, trap, extra deck monster. So his Joker's Wild is gone bye-bye. just so glad he doesn't have evenly matched, because that would have really messed me over. Alright then, so I'm now going to switch adamancipator risen Raptide to defense mode and end this duel with adamancipator risen Dragite. You have truly been a worthy opponent, but it is now time for me to end this duel. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be ending this video here. I do hope you all enjoyed this video. So until the next Master Duel video, everybody, I've been Shadowstar or Marksman72 for my PlayStation ID, and don't forget to check out the channel link I posted in the video description below. So stay safe out there, take care, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.